We are live. Let's get ready to podcast.
Fire it up.
Welcome back to another live and amplified IndieFusion Podcast. I'm your host, Tom Kwiat, and we're back at it again with another amazing podcast. We are here live at the Dripping Springs Songwriter Festival, and we got our first guest of the weekend. We have JD Graham. How's it going today, man?
Hey, what's going on, brother? Nice to be here.
Nice to officially meet you. I've seen you on Instagram and all kinds of shows and all this stuff, and I'm like, one day I'll get to sit down and chat with him. And then I saw you walking in as I was pulling in, and I'm like, I think that's who I think it is.
It is.
And so once you introduced yourself to me, I was like, all right, we're going to take a shot here and get this going.
I show up early to almost everything I do in life, right?
Nice.
So
that's fair.
The first year that I came here, I showed up at this venue, and I came inside, and it looked really cool. I said, y'all mind if I make a video inside here? That's how I met these folks. So we might as well plug into the PA if you're going to do that.
Right.
And so we made a little video of a song. It was my first memory of this place. And
nice.
I love Hudson's on Mercer. I love this whole festival, but this is one of my favorite venues right here. Yeah, for sure.
It was. They were the first people. Or when I was talking to the promoters, the runners of the festival, and we were talking about like where I could set up, and they're like, "Well, we could reach out to Hudson's," and I was like, "I don't know what Hudson's is or where Hudson, because I don't come to Dripping Springs that often."
Where are you from?
Waco.
Okay.
And so I'll go to like New Braunfels. Like I come this direction, but just not. I just don't stop in Dripping Springs.
Right.
And I pull into town and I see this place and I'm like, oh, I get it now. Like I 100% get it now.
Yeah.
So
now Hudson's is cool. They teach a lot of kids back here in this. This is their little area we're in. Is their little music school area, which is really cool. They said they give over 250 lessons a week here.
Oh yeah,
which is really cool.
Yeah, that's really cool. So what's your story? What's your background? What got you into music?
Man, I just started. My dad and my grandma listened to all kinds of stuff growing up, and I think I was born out in Weatherford, Oklahoma, raised in Hydro. We moved out to Yukon, and I started listening to. I got turned on to guitars, death metal, skateboards, and weed, and that's what got me into music. So I played in the death metal bands for many years, and then just kind of went out and self-destructed in society, and started a 25-year-long drug addiction. I went to prison for 6 years, been out for close to coming up on 4 years on February 22nd. Wow. And so I'm living a different life these days, and I'm sharing those songs and stories about it everywhere I go all over the world. So I'm a music fan. I love stylistically, I love everything.
That's awesome. And you said you're originally from Oklahoma.
Yeah.
What brought you to Texas then?
Texas is man, they just really embody songwriting, the kind of songwriting I like, and they really they lean into their songs in this state, and there's a lot of really cool venues, and there's a different level of respect in this state that you only find in a few other states in the United States. So Texas is huge, and it's cool as hell. I love it.
Yeah. And are you based out of Texas now, or where are you?
I live in Arizona now. Mesa, Arizona.
Where? Mesa? Okay, nice. Yeah. We used to go to Tucson quite a bit. We haven't quite gone up to Phoenix yet, but like. Because
ain't missing much.
It's one of those deals where when we started doing all this, I was living out in New Mexico.
Okay.
And we had a lot of people that were coming in from Arizona, and they were always like, "Hey, come out to Arizona, come out to Arizona." And last year we finally went, and 8-9 years later, it's like, okay. And so Arizona's cool. I like that. So.
It's a gorgeous state. People don't know we have mountains and pine trees and trout fishing up north. I think it's all desert, but you go an hour north of Phoenix, and you go 2 hours north of Phoenix, you can go skiing in Flagstaff.
Yeah.
We got a ski resort up there.
Everybody keeps telling me I need to go to Flagstaff.
It's beautiful. I would say go to the Mogollon Rim, which is the 260 back outside, just east of Payson, between Payson and Heber Overgard. That's some of the most beautiful country in the United States, in my opinion. It's gorgeous.
I think now obviously I don't have that much experience driving through Arizona, but the southeast brim coming in from New Mexico, like if you're coming up towards Tucson there, some of that is just like Dang. Okay.
Yeah, it's cool. I think northern Arizona is just more pine trees. Those high desert plains than where you're talking about.
Yeah.
You know, the landscape is cool, but there's not enough vegetation for me. I like pine trees. I like greenery.
100%. I totally get you. So, where are you kind of at creatively right now? Are you writing, recording?
Oh yeah, I just recorded a new album 3 weeks ago. It's getting mixed right now. But yeah, I think being a songwriter, I'm not really writing for other people or pitching my songs for other people to cut. I'm just still trying to heal through the music I write. Right. I write songs because it's the only way I know how to heal through the tragedy that I've put on myself, you know, and just observing the things that I see around me, you know. So I'm playing about 150 shows a year all over the world. Still driving along, 140,000 miles last year, and I just rolled over 95,000 miles coming into town this year. I scaled it back by about 40,000 miles. Right.
That's the dream right there. My dad gets mad at me because he's like, my dad's a pilot. He's like, I could fly you anywhere you want to go. I'm like, I prefer driving. Like,
because you're in an airplane. If you see something cool, you can't just stop and check it out. If you're in a car, you can just pull over, you know.
I found this app. Funny, we're talking about this. I found this app the other day that it's a road trip like map ad, but you could have this feature that says "Make it fun," and it shows you like all the little road, like the side attractions, like world's largest thumbnail, or you know, like whatever it is.
That's cool.
And it's like, next time I go on a big trip and I'm not in a major hurry, I might have to try that out. So, you know,
I've been using AI for information lately. I was using ChatGPT, but when this Grok thing come out, the Elon Musk brainchild, that thing is so intuitive and fast. I can literally say, "Hey, I'm leaving Oklahoma City and I'm going to." I can give it like 7 cities. Can you route my most efficient route, and also give me detailed explanation of what cool things are historically to see around there, and it maps the whole thing out because the data's out there and it's just consolidated in real time, and it's really cool. I would never use it like to make music, but man, it's an information hub, and I know some people are scared of it, but depending on I think how you use it, you know, and also you have to be very clever about how you ask it questions, you know.
Well, and the thing about AI is, because I have this conversation all the time with musicians on the podcast, off the podcast, just in passing, and it's like the skilled musicians are still going to be skilled musicians, just like, you know, I work in video production and I do marketing and stuff like that, and there's AI stuff that I use that makes my job a million times quicker, faster, easier.
Even like editing photos in Lightroom to denoise a photo, you know, that it does that. So I think it's just another tool in the toolbox. I don't share the common misconception that it's going to take over the world or that it's going to put songwriters out of business, because although it's good at what it does, it's just another tool to help us creative folks in the art world more efficiently create our art.
Well, one thing I told another guy was, if you're out playing live music, AI can't replace that.
It cannot. AI can't get into a room with 5 guys and pick up on the different characters and mindsets of the multiple people in that room and have a conversation about what your art wants to be or what the vision, you know. So it's just a tool. It will not replace humans, contrary to some minority belief out there. But you know, I'm also from the old school. I mean, I grew up in the age of the rotary telephone. You know, I was born in '74. I know the world became less mysterious and much smaller with the invention of the internet. So if the internet and technology dried up tomorrow, I would be 100% fine with that.
I was telling my buddy, I was like, I kind of just want to get rid of all my technology, and just like do this, like, just the interface, 2 microphones, and there we go. But obviously, if I don't have anywhere to put it, what good is it going to do?
These things like this are digital flyers. You know what I mean? So, which are great, and it's cool. So I mean, I embrace technology, but it wouldn't bother me if we lost the internet for about 6 months. You know? Like if everybody's smartphone stopped working, it forced people that have never grown up in that era to like live life on the human level, void of all of the distractions that technology presents.
I've still got all my. So I was in the Boy Scouts all the way through high school. I've still got all my survival like books and guides and all that stuff. And so if shit hit the fan, it might take me a minute to get back into that mindset of, okay, I just got to survive. But I don't need any, like,
We'd get there. You know, necessity is the mother of invention, right?
Yeah.
I think I did 6 years in prison in Arizona, and I got to see that played out, like some of the just intuitive thought processes whenever you don't have technology or you don't have things, you're trying to make do with what you have. I'm still shocked at some of the things I witness people make out of a tape player in there. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I watch a lot of the prison YouTubers that talk about all that stuff, and some of the stories that they have, it's like, oh, that's pretty inventive. Like the stuff you can make with the cassette tape, or
you can make so much. I mean, you can cook some of the best meals I ever had are made in a microwave. Or we used to cook a lot of food in a mop bucket. We would get like a brand new trash bag and mix all our ingredients together, and then we drop these immersion heaters. They call them stingers down in a mop bucket. We put that bag in there. It's almost like a poor man's crock pot.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
So it made some of the best Chinese food I've ever had. We made our Chinese food sauce with soy sauce, sriracha, and cherry Kool-Aid, powdered cherry Kool-Aid. We'd mix that with like a packaged, like the chicken.
The ramen stuff?
Well, ramen, but also like you can get meat in there. You know, it's the foil packages of chicken and stuff that's got all the preservatives in it.
Yeah.
But you can do that, and you can get your hands on some vegetables. So you throw some of that chicken, a few vegetables, the sriracha, the soy sauce, the Kool-Aid, and cook that thing and throw that over a bed of rice. Man, it tastes like home.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
That's funny. So you're here all weekend for the Songwriter?
Yeah, I'm getting ready to play my first show here at 1:40. I think it's about, I don't know, it's about 12.
Noon.
Yeah, about an hour and a half. Yes, and you know, I love these songwriter festivals for a variety of reasons, but I love to hear the different people's different perspectives and how they frame the things that they see. And life is about perspective, and like I love to hear like all the perspectives. You know, it's just very cool. I'm a music fan first and foremost. That's why I got into playing music, you know, because I love it. And so I have a deep respect for people that are willing to write a song and put it out there in front of people at any level, you know.
Who are you listening to right now? That's kind of got your ear.
I'm listening to Nicholas Jamerson, Evan Bartles, Anna Tivell, Jeffrey Martin, Justin Clyde Williams, John Moreland, John Fulbright.
John Fulbright.
Hey, John Fulbright just played on my last album. I made an album 3 weeks ago, and we had him there in the studio all week, and he actually sang the second verse of one of my songs. So I'm a huge John Fulbright fan, and it was like a pinch me moment to have him on my record that'll be out next year.
I've had the honor of seeing him perform live twice in the Braunfels, and I walked out because it was at a music festival, so I was doing like my podcast interviews, and about 10 minutes before John Fulbright was coming on, some guy come up to me. He was like, "Hey, can we do that interview real quick?" And I'm like, "We got like 10 minutes because John Fulbright's about to come on, and I want to see this."
Right.
And he's like, "Oh, that's fine. We'll do it. All right, cool. Go." About 20 minutes, I walk out. Everybody is crying because John Fulbright is just. What song? I don't even remember what song he was playing, but just like
it doesn't matter. He's just so great.
Yeah.
I mean, all the other Oklahoma John Moreland. He's playing at the Redbird tonight down in New Braunfels. He's there for 2 nights, and I met John recently. I'm doing a show with him on December 5th, the Blue Door in Oklahoma City.
Nice.
So I like poetic songwriters. I like all songwriters, but for what I'm listening to, the more poetry and the more metaphorical thought process that's in a song, like I like it. I like to chew on stuff for a while.
Oh yeah. That's Red Clay Strays have got my ear hardcore.
Great. I mean, have you seen them live?
No, I have not.
You know, I saw them at Mile Zero 2 years ago live, and there's a nostalgia that exists when those guys play that everything's just right with. I can't even describe it. Like something you just have to be there. Another artist that I saw last year that was kind of the same way. Stephen Wilson Jr. Like the Strays and Stephen Wilson Jr. in the festival setting, like those guys connect with these audiences that are huge, which is hard to do, to connect with several thousand people. It's easy to do in the small listing rooms, but I love it, and I feel like those guys are making music that they want to make, and that like no one's pushing their button to say, hey, maybe you should try this to make more money. I think they're making it because they're true to what they do, and people are eating it up. And me included. I love it. I love both of them.
I think Stephen Wilson's coming through Texas early next year. Some point.
Don't miss it.
It's like I know he plays up in, or I think he plays up in Oklahoma a lot, or at least he was. and I was going to drive up to go catch it, and I was like, man, I can't justify going all the way up to like Oklahoma City or Tulsa.
It's only 6 hours. What do you mean?
Yeah, you're right. But yeah, I think he's going to play in like Houston or something.
Okay.
So
yeah, it's definitely a don't miss thing.
Yeah.
You know, I love it.
Especially right now because I feel like he's having a real moment.
He is.
And you know, like a lot of the there's a lot of under the radar songwriters that are just connecting with him right now, like. You know, like Co Wetzel's been doing really well. Hardy, you know, it's been really cool to kind of see the singer songwriter scene kind of have an emergence right now.
No, it is emerging, and like there's a lot of newer people that have kind of pushed the younger generation back into the songwriters, namely like Zach Bryan. Like say what you want about Zach Bryan, but like my daughters all listen to him, and they really pushed that younger generation to get back into like songwriting, where it sounds like, you know, somebody just wrote down their thoughts in a journal and wrote a song about it. You know, it's real. It hasn't been created for monetization. You know, it's been created because people heal through songs, man. We're trying to get a point across, you know?
100%. So you mentioned you just cut your album. Do you have a release date on that yet, or?
March of next year.
Okay.
And I'm going to tour Europe again next year, and I'll probably release a single in January, one in February, and then release the whole album before I head overseas.
Sweet. Where are you going next year?
Norway, Finland, Sweden, Denmark.
So a lot of Nordic countries.
Yeah, and then I'm going over to the Netherlands and Belgium and Germany.
I think that it's not an untapped resource for a lot of singer-songwriters, but they've always had a really strong love for American singer-songwriters.
I love it over there.
Yeah.
They are. They are so bought into the arts and culture over there. They lean into it with everything they have, and like they consume music a little bit differently. They have a deep respect and appreciation for the multitude of arts and culture that exist over there, and they don't make excuses for it. It's so cool. I love it over there.
We'll have to get over there. we started doing songwriter showcases.
Oh, very cool.
And mainly because we want to get out and travel a little bit, like travel and go international and all that stuff. And we've thought the singer-songwriter showcase would be like the easy way to do it. And so Europe, the Nordic, the UK.
Yeah, I just released a live album from the Netherlands last year in a town called Vlaardingen.
Okay.
Vlaardingen, and the venue is called the Vulcan. And I was over there with my buddy Justin Clyde Williams, and they said before the show, "You guys mind if we record this show?" And you hear that all the time. Yeah. I was like, "Go ahead." And like I totally forgot about it before we even went on. And they sent us the mixes back a week later. I'm like, "Man, they did a great job. Let's release this." You know, because it was a sold out show, a room of 100 people, and it was just the vibe was like. They really captured it in there. It was very, very cool. Nice. You know? And I love live albums. Oh yeah. So I love making them, and I love not even really knowing that I'm making one. You know.
Well, because it kind of takes away the pressure of being perfect. Right. Because it's like if you don't know they're like but you don't know that they're recording. Right. You just kind of forget, and you just let the raw moments be raw moments, and you're not like, oh, I missed that chord, or I missed this whatever, and it's
none
like,
of that matters.
Yeah, no, it doesn't matter because it was a raw moment. So
it's great. I love live albums, and I want to make another one. I want to make one a year, so we'll see what happens next year, right?
Yeah. 100%. So for people to check out the album when it drops next year, shows, social media, where's the best place to find you?
You can find links to everything. My website is thejdgraham.com, and it's Graham like the cracker, not the dope. Some people always misspell it, so Graham, right? So
I didn't even think about that. I was like, oh yeah, I guess that would happen.
Right. So and then Instagram JD Graham, Facebook is just JD Graham Music, and my stuff's out there. I can't wait for this new album. The new album will be called Uppers and Downers. It's got about half rock and roll songs, which is a different avenue, and given the band that I had, I wanted to try to explore some sonic territory that I had not been in a while, and I'm so glad that I did. So I made the album for me, and I hope the folks will give it a listen.
Sweet. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate you.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you.
And we will catch y'all later.
All right. Thanks.